Hey, how about trying another one? Okay, let's do another one. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at this. All right, so it says if the amount A in Alan's retirement account is 1/10% of B, the amount in his boss's retirement account, then B is what percent of A? Okay, so first, so they're talking about 1/10 of a % of B, right? So now first, let me just figure out what that means, right? So if I said 1/10 of a %, well, if I said 1%, let me just write 1% would really would be 0.01, right? 1% is 1/100. It's really, you could write it like this, 0.01, right? So if I said 1/10 of a %, well, 1/10 would be 0.1. So I'll just multiply 1/10 times 0.01 to figure out what that would be, right? So that would be 0.1 times 0.01. That would wind up being 0.001. So based on this information they're giving you, the amount A in Alan's retirement is 1/10% of B. So A, right, that's Alan's retirement account, is equal to 0.001 B, right? Now, then they give you this question at the end, and they say then B is what percent of A, right? So they're saying, so a lot of times when I see something like that, when I see, we're trying to make some kind of relationship between kind of something fractional and a percent, right? So I like to just do this, right? I like to just write the word is. So something is over of, right? This is like a percent, like something is a part of a whole, right? So that's something fractional, right? And it's equal to a percent, right? So it's going to be a percent, and percent is always out of 100, right? So it's a percent out of 100, right? So it's saying his boss is, then B is, so I'm going to put the is part is the B, right? Is what of A, is something of A. So A goes on the bottom. That's the denominator of the fraction. Equals to is what percent. So that means that the percent we don't know. So I'm just going to use a variable. So I'll put X, right? So X over 100, right? Now let's see what we already were given in the first part. Well, we were given that A is equal to 0.001B, right? So I can just substitute this A into here, right? So let me just rewrite that. So B over substituting the A value with the A expression, 0.001, so 0.001 B is equal to X over 100, right? Well, right away, the B and the B cancel out, right? The B and the B cancel out, and you're left with 1 over 0.001. So what I would do to get this, I would actually cross multiply. So it'll be 0.001 X equals, well, this is just a 1 here, so 1 times 100, right? So X is going to be, you just divide both sides by 0.001, right? So divide by 0.001. Well, I would actually prefer to have that as being that this is the non-calculator part. I would prefer to turn that into a fraction. So I'm going to actually, we had it in the sort of fractional in the beginning, but then I turned it into decimals because I thought that would be easier. But anyway, so you have 100 divided by, well, 0.001 is 1 over 1,000, right? So if you remember, when you're dividing, right, when you're dividing fractions, you can use keep, change, flip, right? Keep, change, flip. So it will be 100. And then I'm going to flip this 1/1000. So it's going to be 100 times flipping 1/1000, which would be 1,000. Right? And you wind up with an answer of 100,000. Right? So 100,000%. So that's what the percent is. It's 100,000%. So the answer is D. It winds up being 100,000%. Okay. So we did another problem. Okay. Yes, we did it. We did another problem. Okay, good.